Hello and happy Monday, second grade. Today we are going to be working on um, the last lesson of topic 14, and that lesson is called reasoning. And so, what today's math is all about is looking at graphs and creating our own math problems to go along with our graphs. Um, Now, on the first page of this chapter, or with this topic, excuse me, you can see that it's asking us to make a picture graph with these math tools, connecting cubes, counters, ones, cubes. I do realize that most of you will not have these sort of math tools at your house. And so I am fine if you draw a line through these and cross them out, and if you create your own. So, for example, you could do pencils. For one of them, you can use what you have around your house. Pencils. You may want to use cotton balls. Okay, that's something that you might have around your house. And maybe you have some toothpicks in your kitchen. So really for this graph, you can use anything around your house to create this graph. Um, and it doesn't have to be the three that I put down either. And don't use so many objects that you have 100 toothpicks on your picture graph. Maybe leave it to 20 or 25, just so that you're not spending so much time on this. So, for example, I'm going to make a picture graph using pencils, cotton balls, and toothpicks. So I have just randomly gone into a drawer in my kitchen that has all of our um, pencils and pens, and I pulled out um, 4 pencils just randomly. So I'm going to draw 4 smiley faces because I pulled 4 pencils from the drawer. And then while I was upstairs in our closet in the bathroom, I pulled out 6 cotton balls. So I'm going to use stars. These are very bad stars, but I'm using the mouse pad on my laptop to draw. But also, all of you second graders know that I am not a good artist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I went into another drawer in our kitchen and I pulled out toothpicks. And I'm actually just going to draw lines that look like toothpicks, and I pulled out 10 toothpicks. You could have also used all smiley faces for this. I'm fine with that as well. And so I'm going to say that each of these is, each smiley face is 1 pencil, represents 1 pencil, each cotton ball, 1 star is for each cotton ball, and a toothpick is the red line. So now I'm going to look at this graph and I'm going to write and solve a problem using my data. So a problem that I can see here is, how many more cotton balls do I have than pencils? Something very simple, a very simple problem that you can solve. So how many more cotton balls do I have than pencils? So now I need to solve. So I'm going to look here. Here are my cotton balls. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm actually just going to write the number 6 here so that I can remember. And then I'm using pencils and I have 4. So I'm going to say 6 minus 4 equals, this is the problem that I'm going to solve. And I know that 6 minus 4 equals 2. So I'm going to say there are 2 more cotton balls And there are pencils. And we've worked a lot this year on labeling our problems as we're working. And so not only did I write the equation, but I also explained what this answer means. And so that's something that I would like you to work with today. And try, as you're working through the math today, please try to use different questions, not just how many more of this or this, how many less of this or this. Try using different sentences and problems to solve. So we're going to go to the video. Oh, it doesn't want to work today. Oh man, it was working just fine. This always seems to happen. Does this happen to you too? You get everything set up, you think you're ready to go, and then boom, there we go.
Analyze. You can use the data to write and solve problems. How many more stamps does Laura have than Gail? Look at the bar graph. What does the graph show? The graph shows the number of stamps in each student's collection. Plan and solve. What is the first thing you do to solve the problem using the graph? You read the graph to get the data you need. Laura has 25 stamps. Gail has 15 stamps. How can you use this data to find how many more stamps Laura has than Gail? Subtract the number of stamps Gail has from the number of stamps Laura has. 25 minus 15 is equal to 10. Laura has 10 more stamps than Gail. Justify and evaluate. How can you check your answer? You can check your answer by reading the graph again and by checking the subtraction. Now you know how to use a graph to solve a problem. Good job!
All right, and back we go. And remember, you can go back and watch that video anytime. I've also given you access to it on the math website, even if you are using the paper packet that you picked up from school. So yours is blue, but the green box is on the top of my screen as a review of the video that you just watched. And so in the Do You Understand box, it says use reasoning to write your own problem about the data in the graph and then solve it. So what I would like for you to do is take a minute and pause this video and come up with your own question about the data in the graph. And when you're ready to restart the video, you can click the play button again and begin. Welcome back. Something that I might, a question that I might have used for mine, and maybe you discovered the same problem, is how many stamps do David and Ben have in all? That might be a question that I want to solve for. And so I'm going to look here and I'm going to say that Ben has 10 stamps and David has 20 stamps. And so this one could pretty easily be solved in your head. We have 10 plus 20. So together they have 30 stamps in all. And I'm going to say Ben and David have 30 in and hopefully you created a problem that's maybe a little similar. I'm going to stick it up here for right now. Maybe you created a problem and solved it that's similar to what I just did. But this is what you're going to do in today's math. So if we look at numbers 1 and 2, we're going to use this bar graph here about Maytal's closet. And so up at the top, that's the title of our graph. And on the side, we have the items that are found in her closet. Shorts, shirts, pants, and skirts, and then the number of items. So again, this is a bar graph that we've worked with before. So shorts, she has 6. Shirts, she has 10. Pants, she has 14. And skirts, she has 4. Now, again, for whatever reason, when I start a video, I can't scroll down any farther than this. But the first question that they've done for you is how many shirts, and I believe it's skirts. How many skirts, shirts and skirts? And if it's not, please just follow the question on the paper. But what you would do is you're just going to look here at the bar graph. For shirts, you see that it's 10, and then if it is skirts, you have 4, so then you would add them together to see how many shirts and skirts are in her closet. And then you're going to create your own. So I'll help you with this one just to give you an idea. And so since we did an addition problem here, I'm going to try and figure out a problem that would have to use subtraction. So I'm going to say, how many more pairs of pants are in Maytal's closet than shorts? So I'm going to be focusing on the bottoms in her closet, pants and shorts. So I'm going to look here, and there she has 6 pairs of shorts, and she has 14 pairs of pants. So my equation is going to say 14 minus 6 equals, okay, 14 pairs of pants, 6 pairs of shorts. When we do subtraction, remember we take the biggest number minus the smaller number. So we're going to subtract 14 minus 6 and get 8. So there are 8 more pairs of pants. And that's all the information that you need to do this work for these kind of equations. Now, when you turn the page, it's going to look a little intimidating because there is nothing here, okay? But you're going to do exactly what I just did with you. So if you look, we have Rick's vegetable garden. He has tomatoes, beans, peas, carrots, and corn. And now is kind of your opportunity, kiddos, to become the teacher. So you're going to write your problem. For example, how many more peas are in Rick's garden than carrots? Then you're going to solve, and you're going to write, there are blank more peas than carrots. Okay, very simple. And as you go through, you're going to look for vacation spots, and you're going to use this graph of vacation spots for questions 5 through 7. And then on your homework pages, it's going to be the same thing. You have a picture graph. You're going to write 2 problems using the picture graph up here, but not using this problem. They've already written this one out for you. And then the same thing on this last page. You'll use this bar graph to help you with these 3 problems. Okay. As always, if you have any questions while you're working on math, please send me a message through Remind, and I will answer that as soon as possible. See you soon. Bye.